Hey everybody, Jeff Bates is my name. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. There's Disney news and stuff. So today's Disney news and stuff is, well, it's right now. All right, so on days that there's Disney news that I care about, that I want to talk about, I do a segment, Disney news and stuff. There's definitely news I want to talk about today. And something from yesterday that I forgot to share with y'all, and I didn't see a lot about it, so I'm going to share it a day late. But expectations, I'm a big baseball fan, and you get those big baseball prospects. Everybody thinks they're going to be a Hall of Famer, and then they don't work out, and everybody complains about expectations. It's not that the player didn't do it; it's that the expectations were too high. Being a Hall of Famer is hard. Movies, rides, we get these expectations, and lately Disney has been on a roll with movies specifically. They've been on a roll in their parks, doing some great big things, doing big movies, doing big box office, and it seems like every now and then there's a movie that comes out and people say, didn't quite make expectations. What? So Barron's is a financial website, magazine. I'm going to read a little bit from them. Toy Story 4 will be a long-term hit for Walt Disney, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, where should it go? Sheriff Woody and the gang set worldwide box office record for an animated film over its opening weekend, but came in below lofty domestic estimates. What? It set an all-time worldwide box office record for an animated film over its opening weekend, and it was below expectations. Maybe expectations are what's wrong here. So if you've been under a rock, Toy Story 4 came out this weekend. Opening weekend, it crushed it. $118 million Toy Story did domestically. That's 7% more than Toy Story 3, which was a huge hit. Who on the planet thinks that's a bad weekend? I don't understand it. Maybe I should stop reading some of these financial things. Maybe they're just stupid. If you set all-time records, but you didn't hit your expectations, what's wrong here? Toy Story is an excellent movie. It's not an all-time great. It's not an all-time classic. It's enjoyable. It's fun. You're going to enjoy it the whole time you're watching it. You're going to giggle the whole time you're watching it. It's sweet. They're going to make you cry at the end. What's not to like here? 118 million opening weekend. What's not to be excited about? I just think there's this group of people who are in the media who want to say bad things, whether it be about a politician that they like, whatever side they're on, or an athlete. They want to, you're a major league ball player, but you got some guy who weighs 120 pounds telling you what you're doing wrong, and they get mad. Something happened with the Mets last night. That's what I'm referring to. I just don't understand why people who can't and don't have expectations of people who can, and then they call that a failure. It drives me crazy. Disney is crushing it with the movie over the past, 30 months, 2.5 years. Avengers Endgame, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Toy Story 4. I could talk to you about Solo and its expectations for hours. Toy Story 4 is killing it. People are going to see it, and it's good, and you should too. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it about Toy Story 4 and expectations. So my next item of Disney news should have been yesterday. Today, as I film this, it's June 24th, making yesterday June 23rd. I planned on doing a whole video. I had a busy weekend. It was a good weekend, but it was a busy weekend. I didn't get to it. I did some other things. Yesterday was the anniversary, can I call it the birthday, of the Enchanted Tiki room at Disneyland. Located in Adventureland, my favorite area. In Disneyland, one of my favorite places. It's one of my favorite places because of the Enchanted Tiki room. So spectacular. It was a first to feature audio animatronics technology. Opened June 23rd, 1963. Again, like I said, in Adventureland. In 1976, the sponsorship passed over to Hawaii's Dole food company, Dole Whip Dad. So obviously I've got a special place in my heart for the Enchanted Tiki room. I loved it as a baby, according to my mother. I love it as a 49-year-old, according to me. I'm pretty sure I've loved it the whole life I've lived. And you do too. If you're at this channel and you don't like the Tiki room, but we need to have a conversation. I love it so much. There's so many things. Like, one of the things I want to not be afraid of is change in my normal life, but especially when it relates to Disney. When they create something new, they have to take something away sometimes. And I want to be that guy that says, oh, it'll be all right. This is the one for me. I mean, you know, the Haunted Mansion and the Pirates too, but oh, the Tiki Room, I love it so much. And there's something about the one in Anaheim, in Disneyland, in Adventureland and Disneyland in Anaheim, that is really special. I mean, it's the first one. I love it. I love it. I love it. The last time I was there, I had my kids, my wife, and there was a young mom and a young dad and a little girl. And they were in the row in front of us. And I enjoyed the show, but I really enjoyed their reaction to the show. And it was everything. I loved it. I love it. I can't wait to go back again. I'm not going to pretend like I go to it every time I go to Disney, but I'm happy when I walk by, and often I'll go in. I love it. Dole Whip, talking birds, what's not to like? So happy birthday and/or anniversary, June 23rd, 1963. Obviously it got over to Walt Disney World in 71, but we're talking about the original here. That's it for today, Disney news and stuff. No stuff to show you, but lots of news. Not lots of news, a couple items of news. Are you an Enchanted Tiki Room fan? Did you go see Toy Story 4? Are you one of the millions of dollars that went into the coffers? Were you upset with it? That's my Disney news and stuff for the day, and I'm sticking to it. Hope you enjoyed listening and watching. Go do something awesome for somebody. Happy birthday yesterday, Jose and Rosita. That's it for now. Later.